Word, man. It's your boy Kha.Reality. And on today's show, we're breaking down what Kooda B did as copping out. Yeah, I'm talking about Kooda B, Mr. FOA, with all that, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a touchy subject, and I'm getting right to it. We ain't wasting no time, you know what I mean? A lot of people saying, what he did was telling, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna break it down for y'all, you know what I mean? We ain't gonna make the content about me. We're gonna make the content about the content. And what he did was basically cop out, you know what I mean? But he had co-defendants. It was dudes that went to trial, you know what I mean? So when you cop out in the feds, it's something called the global plea, and then it's something called a regular plea. And when you take a global plea, that's when everybody cop out, everybody on the same page. This is why co-defendants always beef. But I'm gonna break down a little bit because listen, you can hear what Kooda B said for himself. I don't even gotta say it, man.
Out and saying you did something that somebody said you did.
Yo, Mike, what the fuck? Yo. This what I'm saying. Nah,
but
yo, what the fuck was I supposed to do? Just go to trial and get smoked? You got a high-profile government witness going against me, Mud. And this nigga's story look good, right or right. Yeah. Everything he's saying, them niggas is getting pinched for it. They got pinched for robbing them. They got pinched for them shootings. Everything he's saying, what the fuck? I'm gonna go to trial. Oh, that's why I don't be entertaining that shit. What did my mother? Well, I don't be entertaining that shit, bro. I know, they like, right? Let me say, like, they like, some people not street dudes, some people's a street. If you're not a street dude, you gotta stay in that lane. He jumped in that lane. You supposed to go all the way with it. You gotta go all the way with it if you're gonna jump in that lane. It's like, you gotta go all the way now. Mm-hmm. Some people is making it seem like they did. I don't know what they did. I don't know what they said.
I mean, if everyone sort of remains.
Yeah, man, it's a real touchy subject. You know what I mean? What Kooda basically saying, man, he like, yo, like I copped out, man. Somebody told on me. You know what I mean? But this is where it gets touchy because I know a lot of street dudes gonna come at me. But y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get what the older dudes say, the dudes that wrote the book for all this and what they saying, man. It's something called allocution and not allocution. And when you allocute, you say, I did this by myself. But when you say, yeah, I did this, I was a part of this gang, I did do this, they use that for the jury, man. Word up. Let Wack tell it to you.
You told on Kooda B, you said Kooda B told on me. You put the paperwork up. It said right here, Kooda B, Contrail, whatever his name is, said Daniel Hernandez 6'9" paid him to go have shots fired at Chief Keef at the W Hotel in Times Square, right? So he putting shit up I didn't know existed, right? So, I don't know Kooda B. So I know Jimmy. So I sent the clip to Jimmy, and I guess he took it some kind of way. The truth could never be considered disrespect.
And look, don't take it from me, right? Look, we're going to take it from the capo. The capo said it. Everybody praising the capo. The capo, what he say is law, right, in the streets. So listen, even the capo, Jim Jones said it himself. Listen.
I heard you say in your interview with Fun Flex a few years ago, you said, man, we don't take pleas. You know what I'm saying? And you had tears coming from your face. I felt the emotion. You know what I mean? And in today's
situation that Thug is facing, I don't know the ins and outs of the program. I don't know the whole situation. All I could see is what I see, and from where I come from, taking a plea when you have co-defendants is really not the thing you're supposed to do. If you're up against a case by yourself and shit like that, that's something different and shit like that. But you taking a plea is a touchy thing, and I don't really want to touch too much on it and shit like that because I've seen my niggas go through some of the same things. But I can't say this: none of my niggas took a plea. They're all in jail right now, doing the time. They accepted what they did. They accepted who snitched on them. They accepted it all, and they all sat down and did their time. Nobody tried to take a plea. Nobody tried to go around. You dig? Niggas even went to trial. They did everything they could, but do that. So I will put that out there and shit like that. You dig? That's the decision you got to make when you in this music business. You got to be very serious about the trans.
According to the youngins.
Right. What is the update on the case?
His co-defendant took a plea. His co-defendant took a plea where the co-defendant says that these are both my guns and I possessed them that day and I'm going to give them back to you guys. And that charge about 10 years. He's going to get scored on the sentencing guidelines, and the sentencing statement that he could make is, I was there that day. That was my gun. I saw YoungBoy hold it. And under our laws, we're charging these kids. We're going to go ahead and say that NBA YoungBoy, while outside of his grandfather's house shooting a music video, according to his co-defendant, touched this gun. He's now facing 2 consecutive 10-year sentences. So this is the prosecution's hope, that this kid will cooperate and say that Young touched a gun, and then they can use our federal sentencing laws to hit YoungBoy with like 20 years. Into court and you plead guilty. And then there's a sentencing memorandum and a plea agreement. The plea agreement says that you and the prosecutor have agreed that you're going to get charged with this. You're going to plead guilty to it. You face 10 years for it. They're going to waive the other charges. The plea agreement, however, also says and explains that under the practice in Louisiana federal court, there may or may not be a cooperation agreement. In every case where a defendant pleads guilty, there is a cooperation notice that is signed and filed. That notice says the guy's not cooperating, or it says he is cooperating. But in order to keep people from knowing whether people are cooperating until the actual time of their public sentencing, they engage in this practice of having everybody submit a cooperation notice, and you can't actually know what it says, so you don't know on that day. And that other defendant may or may not say that YoungBoy also possessed it on that day. If he does, YoungBoy's got a tough situation on his hands. If he doesn't, couple that with the earlier ruling in this case where the judge threw out a lot of the
And say it, man. Y'all believe it, man. You know what I mean? And a lot of street dudes gonna come back and push back because they've been through this. They copped out. You know what I mean? They copped out. They had co-defendants. And this is the biggest thing. And I know some people are not going to admit it, but when you get locked up, it's always problems with you and your co-defendants, bro. Because it'd be one that got more of a serious charge, and he realized, like, damn, once he copped out, it's over. He said, I did it. He said, I did it. He said, I did it with him. So I'm not saying like, oh yeah, he did tell on me, so you tell on him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all already know it ain't my personal opinion. I'm not emotionally attached to it, but it's the content, and y'all really don't understand what dudes is trying to say. So that's what I'm trying to break down a little bit, and I'm gonna let the old clip play with Wack, man.
Come on, bro, slow down. First of all, your man, I didn't know who to listen, bro. You asked me a question. I had a conversation. Your man, I don't know this nigga. What's this nigga? What's the weird nigga? The news, right? So Max Really Real tells me, this your man, homie. Yo, Wack, if you a real nigga, you will go pull the paperwork. This what he tell me. I said, I don't know this nigga. That's y'all man's. Nah, gang, if you a real nigga, you will go pull the paperwork. He called me out on the spot. So I go pay and pull the paperwork. It's up there in my picture right now. All your statements. Your statements come back. You gave a statement. Your man Max put your name on this app and it's on record. Me and you both know I don't know you. You breaking up, homie.
Turn you off. You in the Matrix, Kooda.
But at the end of the day, the statement, homie.
Hey, yo, bro, you dead faking for clout, bro.
It's right there, bro. You want me to read it? Hold on, I'm gonna read it.
Yeah,
hold on, bro. I'm gonna read it.
We're gonna read it to you. Hold up.
Read it, nigga. You know one thing about Wack, I'm gonna have to work.
I told you.
I got to work.
Copped out. Are you dumb?
Hold on, bro.
Hold on, Kooda. He's gonna read it. Kooda, hold on.
Wait. Be quiet, bro. Right? Here we go, right here, right? You already read that. Are you familiar yourself with what it is on this piece of paper, right? The defendant, yes. The court, are you confident that everything in there is truthful and accurate? The defendant, which is you, yes. The court, go ahead. On June 2018, I was present and helped arrange for another individual to shoot a gun at a rival that Tekashi wanted to scare. The court, shoot a gun. The defendant, at a rival that Tekashi wanted to scare. The court, at a rival that Tekashi wanted to scare, correct? The defendant, you, yes. I arranged for the individual to be driven to Times Square and carry out the plan in front of the W Hotel, where the target came out of the hotel and the individual fired the shot. Hold on. Second part of the paperwork, right? Here it go right here, bro. June 2nd, 2018, McKenzie agreed to accept money from Daniel Hernandez, aka 6ix9ine, to shoot at a rival member and rapper who was staying at the hotel. Hey, listen, bro, I don't know where you young niggas come from, but anytime you cop out, whenever you use any other name outside of yours, use a motherfucking rat. Use a rat bastard, bitch ass, rat ass nigga. You gave a nigga name and
to go lower with the deal. But my real thing with y'all is, yo, bro, so we just seen 2 more co-defendants of Young Thugs take plea deals, and I ain't hear no uproar. I ain't hear nobody calling them snitch. Like, y'all was really on Gunna's body. Y'all was really calling Gunna a rat, a snitch. Y'all stopped listening to his music. Y'all stopped rocking with him. And he did the same thing
And I'm just trying to break shit down, because at the end of the day, all the street dudes gonna be like, nah, 6ix9ine, he did this. It ain't about him saying 6ix9ine told me. When you say, yeah, I was with another individual, God put you there. And then you saying I was in this indictment, I did this. All right, you confirming what the cooperator said. So the guy that's going to trial, when the guy that's going to trial, they're gonna use that in his trial. And then it's gonna make him look more guilty. So that's what people don't understand. Those are gonna be used in your trial minutes. That's why the capo, Jim Jones, said that we don't take pleas. That is why the mafia, they don't take pleas. They look at that as doing bad. But you street dudes are going to say whatever. You're going to say, oh, you a rat, you did this, you did that. You want to make the content about me. And then you're not going to look in the mirror and say, whoa, now we was tricked our whole lives. So that's why it's best to stay out of the streets. It's best to not even put yourself in any type of situation, because at the end of the day, it is smart. But I know everybody going to say this too in the comments. What he was supposed to do, just go to trial and then 6ix9ine take the stand on him and blow trial like the rest of them? I mean, you heard what Jimmy said. Jimmy said, you know what you're getting yourself into. You know what you put yourself into. Yeah, me, I'm not doing it. It is what it is. That's me. Some dudes are strong. Some dudes is not talking at all. Some dudes go allocution. You know what I mean? And this is a guy that I think he's Kooda B cousin. His name is Bando Black. Bando Black, we was co-defendants back in the days. You can attest to this. If you say I'm lying, I'm going to pull the FOIA document up. And we was co-defendants, and I was already locked up. You came in, and they asked, did I do the robbery with you? And what did I say to them, Bando Black? I said, no. I said, that man was not there. I did it by myself. But that wasn't my real nigga days. I ain't say it. So I got to let it play one more time. Make sure you hit the like button. You don't got to like me. It's the content that this is about. Is it telling? Is it telling? If because they're going to use you copping out, you pleading guilty, saying you did this in another man's trial. They're going to use it in your co-defendant's trial. It's not that they have to use it. So that's why they give you the lower offer. That's why they do that. And they be on you. So it's no real wins. But you think you a real nigga. You think you a real nigga. That's why Wack went at him. And Wack and Jim Jones is beefing. But they got the same ideology when it comes to this.
I heard you say in your interview with Fun Flex a few years ago, you said, man, we don't take pleas. You know what I'm saying? And you had tears coming from your face. I felt the emotion. You know what I mean? And you know, in today's
situation that Thug is facing, I don't know the ins and outs of the program. I don't know the whole situation. All I could see is what I see. And from where I come from, taking a plea when you have co-defendants is really not the thing you're supposed to do. If you're up against a case by yourself and shit like that, that's something different and shit like that. But you taking a plea is a touchy thing. And I don't really want to touch too much on it and shit like that, because I've seen my niggas go through some of the same things. But I can't say this. None of my niggas took a plea. They're all in jail right now, doing the time. They accepted what they did. They accepted who snitched on them. They accepted it all, and they all sat down and did their time. Nobody tried to take a plea. Nobody tried to go around. You dig? Niggas even went to trial. They did everything they could, but do that. So I will put that out there and shit like that. You dig? That's the decision you got to make when you in this music business. Is you.
Kooda B. They like, yo, you told on Kooda B. He said, Kooda B told on me. He put the paperwork up. It said right here, Kooda B, Contrail, whatever his name is, said Daniel Hernandez, 6ix9ine, paid him to go have shots fired at Chief Keef at the W Hotel in Times Square, right? So he putting shit up I didn't know existed, right?
I know, you know they like, right? Let me say, like, they like, some people not street dudes Some people's a street. If you're not a street dude, you gotta stay in that lane. He jumped in that lane. You supposed to go all the way with it. You gotta go all the way with it if you're gonna jump in that lane. You run up, it's like you gotta go all the way now. Some people is making it seem like they did. I don't know what they did. I don't know what they said.
I mean, if everyone sort of remains,
man, but he took a plea. Need you some of that plea inside of them other dudes' trial, that blue trial, man. So y'all give me a like, a share, comment. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I know y'all gonna sit there and throw insults and all that, but it's the content. And know you real dudes, street dudes out there, you're gonna backtrack and you're gonna push back on this because you copped out before. Yeah, street dude, I'm talking to you. You copped out before with a co-defendant that probably blew trial, and you like, oh no, I'm a real nigga because I didn't sit down in the precinct, I didn't talk, I didn't do this. Well, you did go to the judge and say, yes, Your Honor, I'm not under the influence. Yes, I am a part of this gang, Your Honor. Yes, me and this guy did do this day. And I just did a video on K-Flock and his friends. And K-Flock is about to go to trial. And all his friends copped out on him. And he's facing the rest of his life. And they're going to use everybody cop out against him. Once again, man, I'm Kha.Reality TV, man. Here we go.
To Frankie, and what influence did that have on your father?
A transit authority cop stops him, he pulls out the gun and kills the cop.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Did Gravano tell you how he became a rat?
You would never call him that to his face.